So this is also 6378 kilometers. Then what is the other measurement you have or other dimension you have to calculate it? Do you have any other values with you, mathematical values with you to calculate? You know this point, that is latitude longitude. That is correct. This latitude longitude of this point, you know. Okay. Then whether you know the latitude longitude of the next point, no. So this first point you know, the second point you don't know. That is you are going to calculate. So only latitude longitude you know. Then these radius of the earth you know. Then what's the other measurement you have? Any other measurement? You don't have any other measurement.
No.
Okay. So what basic calculation we have to apply is we have to go through the definition of radians. I think you are familiar with the term called radians,
Yes.
something like degree. Everyone talk about
Yeah.
basically
Yes.
degree. So you go through your school maths, you heard about radians. Okay, for non-mathematician, please excuse me because this is very pure level of maths, a very basic level. Maybe physics and maths or engineers they know, but other people it's little bit difficult to understand. But yeah, to get some idea like okay, 6378 kilometers is the radius of the Earth. That's okay. This type of information you will get, and there is a difference between poles. In the between poles, there is a little bit lower, and other in the equator side, this is higher. That we won't consider it as a big thing because its difference is around 30 kilometers or something like that. That's nothing here because Earth is not exactly round like a football. The pole side is little bit uh, flat. So this distance and this distance is different. Only with the 30 kilometers, we need not consider that type of factors here. Okay, coming back, think that Earth is a football. Then, what is radian? Whatever the new people, whether you are you familiar with what I am talking about, what is radian? Okay, I will give you a definition. Uh, Radian is the distance between these 2 points. If this distance is as equal as this distance, that is the radius. You know the radius. This distance, the radius, when you take the same radius here, then what is the angle formed between these two lines is called 1 radian. Okay. This is the basics for converting any angle to radians. Radian is the angle formed by two lines when the distance between that points are same as radius. Okay. Clear? Then,
Yes.
so you have a formula called 180 degrees is equal to pi radians. There's a formula. So what is pi? 3.14. That means there is a basic theorem in geometry. So when you take this distance,
Divided by the
it is
circumference.
circumference. This is 3.14. That is in very simple terms. I can say that when you take the diameter of anything you have, maybe a vessel you are using in your kitchen, maybe a football, any sphere, any circle you have, anything. This diameter and the circumference of the circle is having a relationship of 3.14. That is, when you put the same diameter, this is one time, then second time, then third time, then 0.14 is balanced.
Yes.
This is a very proven theorem. It's not a theory. It's a theorem like Pythagoras theorem. That is very, you can't challenge it because it's a fact. Any circle in the world, you take. This is the fact. So 3.14 the relationship. So you can, that's the reason you convert it to this formula. 180 degrees is pi radians. Okay. Then then the conversion starts from this point. Okay, then it is very simple. What is 1 radian is equal to 180 divided by pi,
180 divided by. Yes.
and 1 radian. So 1 radian is this is a degree, 1 radian. Then 1 radian is the so actually radius of the earth. So radius of the earth is 6378 divided by this length. We can again assume this is flat because we are talking about a city of 100 kilometers. If you are talking about the distance between Delhi and New York, then you can't consider it as a flat. Because we are talking about a city of 100 kilometers, that's very negligible. That curvature is very negligible. So we can consider it as a flat. So 63178 is equal to 1 radian. Okay, are you noting down this?
Yes, yes.
Okay, then you can convert into okay, 1 radian is equal to this is 1 radian is equal. That's the reason we are saying that 1 radian is equal to 6378 kilometers. So when we convert into these, the same thing, I will draw it again. When you take this earth, then this is angle. This is 1 radian, which is equal to this. That is 6378 kilometers. We are equating 1 radian is equal to 6378 kilometers. Okay? Is it okay?
Yes.
You have, okay. Then what is 1 kilometer? 1 kilometer is equal to 1 radian divided by 6378. Then replacing is 180 divided by pi divided by 6378 is equal to 1 kilometer,
1 kilometer.
and you have to solve it. So 180 divided by 3.14 divided by 6318, that is 180 divided by 3.14 into 6378. It comes to around 0.00, maybe you can calculate. I think it's around 0.008 or something like that. So much degrees. So converted to degree now. So this 0.008 degree is equal to 1 kilometer. Okay. So when you talk about 100 kilometers, a city is having 100 kilometers, then easily you can find what is angle here. If you got that angle, which is converted to latitude only, because you know in xy coordinate, you know that distance between two axes is 0.8. So, similarly, here you know that distance between two degrees or if you take 1 kilometer here, the degree it will be turning is 0.008. That is a multiplication factor in the three-dimensional plane. So I'm not going deep into that. Others already start sleeping, so it's okay. Okay, so this is the way you have to convert. That all the points, all the pixel points, when you start with the xy coordinate, that xy coordinate will be converted to this by using this. Because in the xy coordinate, you are converting with 1 or 0.8. Are you clear what I'm saying? 1 or 0.8. Are you clear?
Yes.
So,
Yes.
or I want to explain that also?
No. XY, the distance on the Y, it will be 1, and on X, it is the height, 0.8.
How you got that?
That thing,
How you got
so
that?
that thing we have already calculated. We can join the center of the three circles, or we can draw a rectangle,
Correct.
and we can apply hypotenuse theorem.
That's there are three circles.
Hmm.
For the others explanation, I am saying that there's a three circles. Think about the circle diameter is 1. Then what is the distance between this point and this point? Also 1. And from this point and this point also 1. So you can form a triangle like this. So the triangle look like 0.5, 1, and x. We don't know what it is. So we have to calculate what it is. So it's a, go back to your high school, and it's a 1 square is equal to x square plus 0.5 square. Okay, 1 is equal to x square plus 0.25. So x square is equal to 1 minus 0.25. Then x is equal to root of 0.75. Yeah, that's the value you will get. That's why I call it as this is between this point and this point. This is 0.8,
Point
0.886
eight
or something.
six.
0.886 or something like that.
Point eight
Okay.
six six. Yeah.
Okay. So this is the value between these 2 points, and from these 2 points, the value is 1. Okay. So these multiplication factor, that is when you go to the next circle, that's like this, and next circle is like this. So this is a center. Then again 0.88, 0.86. This is the way. So this is a multiplication factor in 2-dimensional plane. But in go to 3-dimensional plane, 0.008, that is the multiplication factor. Provided a constant as radius of the earth is constant.
Hmm.
Because we can't apply the same thing to a football. Because the radius of football is different. The calculation is different. That is not a universally applied model. Because only for earth you can. And latitude longitude is talking only to earth. Only about earth. The latitude longitude is on a football, it's a different. Okay, you can't just reduce scale down to that level. That's not possible. That's a wrong calculation. That's not possible because it's a 3-dimensional plane. Okay, that's why you have to calculate that multiplication factor, and these multiplication factor, based on that multiplication factor, all the points will be calculated. Then the database is prepared on that because Earth is a constant, so the database is a constant. For each city, you have latitude, longitude. So in a database of the city, you have XY coordinate, at the same time latitude, longitude. All these are calculated for one time. Then you can continue with the same database. That's a method we have to use. Also, you can look into a page. Okay, for others' interest, I can show that. Okay, think about NPS Live. So one of the main application is NPS Live. Okay, here location category, and this is for search. But when a person want to click here, that is maybe think that this is a city, and this Ritz-Carlton hotel, going to click. A user is going to click at that point. So actually what is happening while clicking that in the background? I already said that there is a Google. Okay, you can stop the recording and restart. Now we are moving to explaining the different thing.